If you want to build a spacious custom home on your own lot, you have got to watch this video. I'm going to take you through two absolutely gorgeous model homes, and I think you're going to be shocked at how affordably you can build a fully custom home and how quickly you can build it. All right, so here is the first of the two model homes that we are going to see today. I'm so excited to get to show you around these. Funny thing was, I actually was here because I was meeting with a client. And so I actually got to walk through these homes for the first time with my client just a little while ago. Obviously, like I said, this is a model home, so you wouldn't be building your homes here because this is a true custom on your lot builder. But so I have been through these, so it's not a total surprise to me, which I know I like doing normally, but anyway, like I said, I came through with my client, but it was so cool to see this. So check out the features in this home. I love this office here, right at the front of the home. So obviously you got a nice front door. Again, this is a truly custom builder. So I was talking with their rep and we did go over some of the things just because I was picking their brain just to find out. They have nearly 100 floor plans that you can choose from. And so what, like let's say you had a design in mind that you've drawn out on paper that you really like. They will take a look at that, try to find their floor plan that's closest to it, and then you can modify to your heart's extent. So they try to cut out the process of like getting an architect just because that's really expensive to actually go in and try to fully start from scratch to do something. So they like to use their own floor plans, but then you can just customize. You can move walls, change things around, all kinds of things. So really awesome what you can do with this builder. And I know I came into this one first because it's a little bit of a bigger home, but I can't wait to show you all the next home. It was absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to take you in there. But this one has some really cool stuff too, which by the way, take a look at this, right? Check out that view. Obviously with being a custom build on your lot builder, a lot of times you're probably gonna have a lot of land that you're building on, maybe a couple acres or more. Maybe you have a big farm that you inherited or you bought, but check out these massive picture windows and that incredible view so far out. Okay, I'm just like, there's so much to take in this home. Oh, I love it. Check out the brick around this fireplace. And this is so nice. Absolutely love it. There's so many fun features. Again, with it being a custom builder, sometimes I'll talk about this on my tours where it's like, okay, well, there's certain things that you can change, other things that you cannot change. Flooring in here, by the way, is really cool, really nice as well. But with this builder, if you're like, hey, we want to bump this out a bunch, if we want to change the number of windows, you can change anything that you want. And it's so nice when you have that ability to do that. Yeah. So a little bit later in the next video, what I'll do is I'll go through and talk a little bit more about that build process. Because many of you are probably wondering, you're probably thinking, if you bought a home like this, if you're building a home like this, that it's going to take over a year, right? I would have thought that too, that if you're truly getting a custom built home, that it could take a really, really long time. And now maybe, if you built a true mansion, if you're building a 20,000 square foot home, of course, right, that's going to take longer. But I was so shocked to hear the build time with the builder. It was amazing. So I love the fact they carried this brick throughout so many different areas of the home. So awesome walk-in pantry here. Again, it's custom. So, if you didn't want to have true shelves like this, you could do the wire shelving. One of the things that's nice too about what they do is they actually give you line item by line item with pictures of what things cost, which is so unique because a lot of times you'll see a line item and it's just a vague allowance amount. But with them, you actually get a 20-page printout with all the details talking about getting different things and whatnot. So cool, really nice. So there is a little hallway right over here. So to get from that office into here, into the kitchen, check out this incredible island. I mean, this is awesome. They got 5 seats around the island here. Really nice and big. I love it when the islands have like what's enough space for, you know, just putting things down versus here's the eating space. There's plenty of space for eating, but then there's also plenty of space as well for if you have dishes out, you know, for people to be able to serve themselves and whatnot. I mean, it's so nice in here. Really cool. Again, there's the white brick again. I love it. Such a nice look in the kitchen. And so they got it in the kitchen over here as your backsplash. They have it as the fireplace. They also had it over here, like I showed you a minute ago, near the pantry, all along this wall. Really, it's the walls in the kitchen are that white brick. It's so cool. All right, over here next. Let's go over here. So you have your mudroom area. So this will be your garage entry, which was locked. So I'm not gonna show you in there, but it's just a garage, right? So your mudroom area and your laundry room right here, which I'm sure there's the option because it's all customizable, right? But how cool is this to have this so wide, or I'm sure you could get your doors on it, or a door, but a really beautiful tile with the herringbone pattern in here. I mean, this is a really cool and really unique spot for putting your laundry. That way you have it close to the garage entry. You get in, you bring stuff in, you're just like, this needs to get washed right away, right? Super cool. As we head down to the basement, I just wanted to say welcome and thank you so much for watching. My name is David DeLuey with Red One Realty, your Columbus, Ohio real estate agent. If you want to know everything about living in Columbus, Ohio, or moving to Columbus, Ohio, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss my new show every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I take you all over the Columbus, Ohio area showing you model homes and new construction homes for sale. That way you get a great idea what the Columbus, Ohio real estate market is like without ever leaving the comfort of your home. If you're even thinking about buying or building a new construction home at any point, which you probably are since you're watching this video, make sure you reach out to me before you go talk to the builder or go tour any of their homes. So every builder has different rules, but with some builders, if you show up without me the first time you go to a model home, or even chat with them online, by phone, or by email, they won't allow me to help you throughout the process of buying a home. So if you want to make sure that you have representation from someone who has your best interest in mind and has in-depth knowledge of multiple builders, the safest thing to do is just to contact me first before you go to any model homes or talk with any builders. And the great thing is, not only do the builders pay my fee, they won't give you any additional discounts if you don't have a realtor. So there's really nothing for you to lose by having me help you through the whole process. There is so much that I can do for you to help make buying or building a new home easier. So I don't want you to miss out because you contacted the builder first before you talk to me. And of course, if you're just looking to buy or sell a home that isn't new, I'd be happy to help you with that as well. You can send me a text, give me a call, send me an email, or schedule a time for a video call by scanning the QR code on the screen with your smartphone camera, or there's also a link for that in the description. I have people just like you reach out to me all the time to help them with their move to Columbus, Ohio, and I absolutely love it. So I look forward to hearing from you soon as well. Let's get back to the tour. All right, so one of the cool things with this builder is basements are included. So things like getting the balusters here, that's an upgrade, right? But you get to choose, you get to pick and choose what you are getting and how much you're, obviously you know how much you're paying for it. This home had that 9-foot high basement ceiling, which is incredible. It just feels so spacious. So they have a lot of things that are included in their base price. So if you'd be interested in hearing more about that, what's included, make sure to reach out to me. You can contact me, again, call, text, email, schedule time for a video call. Be happy to come meet you out here. They have a few offices in the Columbus area, but can meet you out here and we can walk through these homes, model homes, and talk with the reps, get a kind of a idea for what the pricing might be. Also go over just what those included features are as well. Some nice little linen closet. So they do have another floor plan that's pretty similar to this, like a very, very similar layout, but it adds an additional bedroom. So if you need an additional bedroom, again, they have options for it. So their homes, which by the way, this is super nice tile in here from the floor in the bathroom. And then I just noticed this too. I was too busy talking, sharing the details. I love that, having the subway tile over there on the wall. And this wallpaper is really cool looking too. But you can customize obviously everything. So I mean, the idea of, oh, well, this is, only so many bedrooms. I'll go ahead and tell you, this is a 3-bedroom home, right, for this particular floor plan as it's laid out. But they were saying, this was a popular floor plan, people liked it, but they needed a 4th bedroom. And in order to add on the additional bedroom to this, like they have to, change the roof lines and all this different things. So they kind of reworked it to where they can make it into a 4-bedroom home. And so that gives people, an option where basically you get the same type of floor plan for the same price, but it just happens to have 4 bedrooms instead of 3. So they just kind of reworked, again, some of the insides of it. So you don't have the office on the main level, but you can get a loft upstairs. Or if you want to still have that 2-story great room, then you don't have the loft, but you still have the 3 bedrooms upstairs, because this one has a main level primary bedroom, which is awesome. And we're gonna go see it next. So really cool though. Again, having the option that, like I said earlier, they have nearly 100 floor plans to kind of start your home building process on, but then you can customize. So they start at under 1,000 square feet and they go up to nearly 6,000 square feet. Again, that's just for the typical floor plan. Whereas you can actually, again, add on even more to that. So just to give you an idea, so this particular floor plan as it is right here, so with the additions and bump outs that they did, would probably be around $550. Whereas if I'm remembering correctly, the base for it was in the 380s. So the very base of the floor plan is in the 380s. But they added out and bumped down a lot of things to make it bigger. So that's why it's more money. And then obviously also all the finishes and stuff too that they added to it. But just to give you an idea. Sorry, I just had some technical difficulties, but I'm back. So here's the primary bedroom. So this home, the base price of it without the additional bump outs and whatnot that they did is around $436,000. Like I said, as is though, around $550,000. So I love this primary bedroom with the vaulted ceilings. This is just really, really cool. So nice. And of course you got the big picture window, just like you did out in the living room and the dining room, which looks so nice. I mean, if you're gonna have a nice, big, wide view, you might as well enjoy it, right? You don't wanna have to go outside to enjoy it. So this window is epic. I mean, you just can't beat it. I love it, so nice. All right, so here is, again, the rest of the room. So many cool features in this home. And again, you have to stick around for the next home. The next home is so nice. You're gonna love it. We're almost done in here, so make sure you don't leave. So really unique bathroom here. So check out how wide this is. You don't often see in a home that's this price where you get a bathroom this big to where you could put a seat in the middle. I mean, you could put something else in there too. I mean, you could put all kinds of things in here. So here is a closet, nice walk-in closet with a window. which I love. Now we can actually see what colors things are. It's like my biggest pet peeve for closets is being dark so you can't even see. But wait, there's more because you have another closet right over here. So nice. I would take the other closet because it has better lighting with the window. Sorry, but yeah, man, I just love the natural light in there. So that is super cool. All right, so here is your dual vanity, and I am here. There I am. I'm hiding in the middle of the mirrors. But that's actually a super cool layout. And again, I love having the transom windows up top too, so you get the natural light in here. Because none of the light fixtures in here in this home have been very bright. I don't know if you've noticed that. They're very much relying on the natural light. Like these are low wattage, watts. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about watts. But they are not very bright lights. So it's very much relying on the natural light. So you do have a little closet over here too. I know you got a little sneak peek of the shower. I love the fact in this bathroom, you have such a tall shower. That is so cool. I mean, like that shower head is above my head. I could stand underneath that pretty much. And I'm sure, I would assume that you could request your shower head to be even higher if you wanted to, which is my dream come true. I hate having to bend to get my head, duck to get my head under a shower head. But really cool. I actually like how they did the vertical tile in here, but they staggered it. That looks really nice. And you have the nice high ceilings in here. So that's probably 9 feet high in the shower itself, because you have a tray ceiling in your bathroom, which it's not something you see every day. And at the bottom of the tray, it's above 8 feet. So it's probably 9 feet. Yeah, it's 9 feet at the top of the tray. Just super cool. Okay, let's go to the next home. You're gonna love it. And so here is the next model home. It is our final home tour for today. And I absolutely love the exterior of this home. And check out the front porch here. Oh my goodness, it's huge. I love that there's so much space on it. I mean, you got seating over here. Obviously, you could put a whole lot of seating right over there, and you still have another section for seating over here as well. It is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's just incredible. Love it. I love the tall door, and you're not gonna believe the inside of this home. I'm just prepping you now. I know you can see the light fixtures in there, but man, it's so nice in here. So here we go. And you can just see everything too right when you walk in. I mean, it's so much to take in. You walk in this home. I'm gonna have to turn around in just a second to be able to show you the front entryway. But again, just like the last home, you got the big picture window, wall of windows, you got vaulted ceilings. This is a ranch home, so it's not a 2-story home. So obviously you're not gonna have the 2-story great room like you did in the last one. But the finishes in here are just so gorgeous. Got these really cool modern light fixtures. And look at the railing too. We'll go down to the basement in just a little bit, but the railing here is so nice. I mean, it's just really, really stunning. Like these are things that I think I would want to pick these in my home. I actually said to my client when we were walking through this, I said, I think I'd kind of just like to buy this home, right? Can I get this home right here with this view out the backyard? Maybe I wouldn't want the traffic out front. I wouldn't want that necessarily, but as far as the view out back, oh, I love it. So nice. All right, so let's go over here to the dining room area. These light fixtures are so cool. The lighting is a little bit brighter in here than the last home. Like I know I mentioned that the lights in the other home were not very bright. This is more typical. This is what I would expect lighting to look like. They have tons of recessed lights throughout, but there's so much natural light coming in. This sliding door here is massive. Oh, it's so nice. And two, the cool thing is it's tall. Like this is not your typical 6'8" high door. That is a tall sliding door, which is really great. I mean, this is just so nice. I don't know what you guys think. Make sure you drop in the comments which one of these homes is your favorite. Let's come over here real quick. I gotta show you this office. So one, it's cool how they did this. You probably didn't see it as much when we walked in, or at least I didn't notice it when I walked in right now. I noticed it when I came in with my client, how you can enter in from both sides here. But this is so really amazingly cool. Even though I did get to walk in here, I'm taking in some of the details of the design and the furnishings and the flooring now that I look down at it rather than I'm walking around. I mean, there's just so many gorgeous aspects of this home. And this light fixture is so cool. I love it. And the ceiling, I love it. And this is like the style floor plan for me. I am totally feeling this design in here. All right, so now we got the kitchen. Again, this island, just like in the last home, it's huge. So much space on this island. And I love too in this home, if you're here at the island in the kitchen, you really feel like you are part of everything. You got your dining table right there. You have your living room right there. The entry, it's right over there behind that pillar. There you go, now you can see it. But everything's right here. It's so nice. The office obviously is just right over there, around that corner. So cool. And with the vaulted ceilings, you have these high cabinets, which I am not quite able to reach up there, but so close. So, maybe you got to get a little step stool or a small ladder or something. But that's great for, storing the things that you don't use except for once or twice a year and you just need to get out of the way, so that way you get the things that you need out of everything else on the other cabinets. But there's so much cabinets in here, really. Over here you don't have much, so I wonder if this is like for your trash. Probably, maybe not. But I mean, there's a lot of cabinets right here, and of course over here as well. Really nice. Okay, I do want to show you, I believe, if I remember correctly, yes, here it is. Okay, so you do have a pantry in this home. I know I was thinking, you're probably wondering where the pantry is, and it's right here. An amazing walk-in pantry. I mean, this is incredible. I love the shelves. I think it was actually nice for the width of how wide it is this way, that they only put the shelves on one side. Like, that makes sense rather than kind of crowding it more. But again, this is a custom home builder. So if you needed to make the pantry wider so that you had shelving on this side also, great. Let's bump the wall over, make it bigger, recenter the window, all that kind of stuff. It's so nice. I love it. All right, so we got to go over to this side of the home next. This home is so cool. Love it. Let's go check out the basement really quick. I know I mentioned in the last home that I'd tell you about how their build time is. And so I'm going to do that right now. So I was shocked to hear how quickly they build homes. So I don't know if you're aware of this. Like which by the way, this basement is huge. I often say when it's a ranch home that's large, which this one is, you get huge basements. That's the biggest cost of the home, is getting a basement, because there's so much concrete. This is where the home, like, you really get the bones of the home, right? I mean, you could run laps in here. It's huge. Anyway, build times. So you have about a month worth of meetings. So if you get your land, which I can help you find, you get your land, you get in contract with the builder, you have about a month of meetings, and then you have, once you figure out, you kind of finalize your pricing on there, then you have about 2 months where you're waiting on kind of the lending picture to get sorted out. Then you get a little bit of time for permits, and then you're starting to build. I mean, and then for building, for most of the homes, as long as you're not getting a massive home, it's about 4 months to actually build the home. So, I mean, all together, you're probably looking at about 8 months. They say technically 8 to 10 months, but you're probably looking at about 8 months to get your home built. So, I mean, that's amazing. If you want to think about that fact that you could be, let's say you're in April or, maybe March, and then you could be in a new home custom built for you by the end of that year. That's amazing. So cool. All right, so back on the main level again. So here are your secondary bedrooms. If you are, I will say this, if you're thinking about building a custom build on your lot home, make sure to reach out. I think this is only the second time I've done a true custom build on your lot builder where that's all they do. Like some of the custom builders that I work with, and I have someone building with them right now, they'll have their own neighborhoods also, or they'll build spec homes in neighborhoods, but you can also build your own or build on your lot also. But this is only the second time I've showcased a builder where that's all they do. Like you can't, get a home with this builder. You can't build in a D.R. Horton neighborhood or a Fisher neighborhood or an M.I. Homes neighborhood or Pulte neighborhood. Like it would have to be a neighborhood where you can just buy a lot and pick your own builder. But man, this is so cool. I love this tile over here. So cool looking. I like it so much. I'm gonna show it to you up close. This is so nice. Really cool. So they recently redid this particular home. So you might be one of the first people to see it. So really nice. And I love too that they did this tile also on the floor. Anyway, the process of doing a custom build on your lot is different because, typically if you're just going to build a home like with Pulte, like I have a client who they're building with Pulte, and shout out to them right now. We just heard, I think it was yesterday, that their dig date where the build process is starting is going to be near the end of July. So that's really exciting. I don't think I showed you Sync very close up yet. But so that's a different process. You just pick your lot in their community, and then you pick what floor plan you got and the different options that you're gonna get. But it's a much different process than a build on your own lot builder, where you actually have to go out and find the lot, which is what you have to do with this builder. So if you already have land that you've owned, or you need to go buy new land, so that's where there's a lot of unknowns, because you got to make sure, which is something I'll help you with, is to make sure that the builder kind of approves of the lot. There's so many more factors involved with it, just because it's not already in a subdivision, potentially, most of the time. They did say that they've had some homes where they built it like right in Columbus near downtown. They don't typically do that because most people are doing a build on your lot out something like this, where you have a lot of land. Which, by the way, you do miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, great quote by Wayne. Anyway, so yeah, much different process. So make sure to reach out to me again. We can talk through the details. I was just at a builder expo recently and met a few different builders that do build on your lot. Ironically, this builder was not at that builder expo, but met some other ones. But would be happy to talk to you about that if you have any questions, and set up, we can get a land search set up, which again, I know it's a little bit more unique because I helped a client get some land earlier this year, a couple months ago, and really unique story. I mean, there's more details to it than this, but the land had been on the market for well over a year, and it was listed for $425,000, and we ended up getting it for $250,000. So we got it for $175,000 less than their asking price. Now, I cannot promise those same results for you, because you might be looking at a property that only is for sale for $150,000. So I can't get you $175,000 off the list price. I don't think anyone could get the seller to pay you $25,000 just to take over their property. All right, so here's the primary. I'm gonna stop talking about building on your lot and take this in, because this is amazing. I love the beams in this room. And again, you got the vaulted ceilings again, and you had the picture window again. I mean, again, I know I keep saying it in every room that has it, but if you're gonna have a view where you're not just looking at someone's house right behind you, man, get a great window. It's so cool. I love it. Anyway, so let's talk about custom build on your lots. Let's do that, because I don't know how much more I can talk about it while I'm enjoying the views in this home. So I will say that this home, the base price is gonna be right around the 380s. But again, as is, this home with all the upgrades and options is gonna be in the mid-5s, just to give you an idea. So that's, again, the home itself. So generally speaking, if we're talking about, well, more so with like the production builders where we say, hey, the base price is, you know, $400,000 for that particular home. If that was the case, that's not always including exactly the lot that you're on, because there could be a lot premium of 5,000 or 10,000 or 30,000, depending on the builder and how they work it. But generally speaking, it's a pretty accurate base price if you didn't do any options. So this primary walk-in closet does also have an exit into the laundry room. Obviously there would be a door here and a door also over there, but I love having that. That way you can come into the laundry room from that way, or you can come into the laundry room from your closet. But anyway, with the build on your lot, it's much different because of the fact that the lot price is unknown. You really don't know how much. I mean, you could spend $200,000 on your lot. You could spend $50,000 on your lot. I'd be finding a pretty cheap lot. But you know, like, there's no limit about what you can do. Now you can, cool things. They have some neat promotions, which you'll need to reach out to me about to explain, because they change, but they do have what's called like a bridge loan option where you basically don't have to move. I love this tile, by the way. This backsplash tile is so nice looking. Really cool. Awesome mirrors here too. You do have a toilet behind me over here, which you could probably turn into a water closet if you wanted to. But so they got some cool promotions where you don't have to move twice, where you can stay in your current home if you have equity in it, use that to help you purchase and build the new home. Then once you move into the new home, then you can turn around and sell your current home. That way you only move once, or you can get different incentives for paying cash or getting a loan to help buy down your interest rate. But anyway, reach out to me for details on those, because they are changing and we're near the end of the month, so they can change every month as well. But man, this shower is epic. I love this shower. Gorgeous tile, like for the main part of the tile, and then like this accent, almost like a runner, a vertical runner. It almost looks like a tire tread, but in a cool way. Sorry, if you do not like tire treads, I did not mean to ruin that for you, because it's the same. You're gonna see me in the mirror. Hi, there I am. It's the same tile as right here, but it just looks so cool there. I love it. It is so nice. And just all of the tile in this bathroom is incredible. Whoever designed this did a great job. And again, you got a great shower, the glass, the frame, so nice. If you like this video, make sure to check out this video right here of another custom build on your lot builder, or you can see the video that YouTube thinks you'll like right over here. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next week.